Hi again, angels. Now that you're our premium account holder, I will show you how to access two of our most important premium features, your rescue wallet and administering additional dependent members. Go to the big yellow rescue wallet icon and tap on it. There are four main categories in your wallet: personal, insurance, medical, and records. To add or edit this content, tap the edit button at the bottom. Next, scroll down and tap the personal category. Information like passport and ID numbers and work and home telephone numbers can be very useful in an emergency. Next, tap on the insurance category. To add a new record, tap the plus icon. When adding a new record, any fields with a red dot next to it are mandatory. On the insurance category field, you will notice that you can choose from medical, travel, or other insurance, such as life or household insurance, etc. You will also notice that most records have a field at the bottom called Notes. This can be used to enter any additional free-form information. Now let's look at the medical category. This is divided into several subcategories. I'm going to select the medication subcategory. Do you notice how the plus icon is grayed out on my screen? This is because I did not enter the mandatory field in the insurance fields above. So for now, I will simply delete that insurance record. Now I can tap the plus icon on my medication subcategory, and I will complete an example. My medication name is Drug X. I am using this for a chronic ongoing condition. I take 100 milligrams twice per day. It is for high blood pressure. I started taking the drug in June 2016, and I can't remember the exact date. Since I'm still taking the drug, I won't enter an end date. In my notes, I will add a comment that I can substitute with generic drug X2. Finally, tap on the records category. This is where you can upload and store scanned copies of all your records and leave any emergency information. Your living will is also known as an advanced healthcare directive. Emergency records can be used to store special instructions or even a copy of your last will and testament. And hospital records can be used to store scanned copies of all your medical records, medical reports, or even X-ray images. Remember to tap Save when you are done. It's probably good practice to save your information regularly while entering it. If you get an error message stating that there is an error in one of the categories, then navigate to that category and fix the error. Let me show you an example. I will go back into my rescue wallet and add a doctor record without the mandatory name. And if I tap Save, I get a message saying there is an error in one or more of your records in the medical category. Now you need to go back to the medical category and find the error. In this case, it was the missing doctor's name. So once I enter that field, I can now successfully save the record. If you take the time to enter a comprehensive rescue wallet, not only is it invaluable in a medical emergency, but it is also an extremely useful place to store all your information that you need each time you visit a new doctor or hospital, or when you purchase health insurance. You can also administer up to 4 additional dependent members via your account by tapping on the plus icon in the Members section. From there, you will complete the member's basic information and rescue wallet just as you did your own. Note that if you do not have their own email address or mobile number, you can tick the checkbox to use your details. Remember to also add emergency contact persons to Granny. You will notice that there is an option to add yourself as one of the emergency contacts. If the member has their own smartphone, they can also set up a personal panic button on their device. Let me show you how that is done. I have already created a new member called Granny Summers. Now remember, because Granny does not have her account, unlike you, she cannot validate her own panic button setup process with an account password. So instead, when she taps the submit button, it will send you an email message and a message center message to remind you to accept her request. This is to validate that it is Granny setting up her panic button. You will notice that her panic button is now in a pending status. Once you accept her request in your message center, her panic button will sync and display her name. Don't forget to install an emergency lock screen ID and print an emergency card ID for Granny too. In the next video, we will show you how an alert can be triggered using your panic button or your QR code or your ICE ID number.